April 7, 2026. Anthropic revealed Project Glasswing and disclosed Claude Mythos preview, an unreleased frontier model powerful enough to force a serious rethink of AI and cybersecurity. Alongside the announcement came a detailed system card. It did not describe a normal model launch. It described a gated system whose cyber capabilities had reached a level Anthropic believed demanded restricted access. The core message was blunt. Mythos Preview could help find and exploit software vulnerabilities at a level beyond most human operators, creating both a defensive opportunity and a serious security risk. Project Glasswing was Anthropic's answer to that tension. Instead of releasing Mythos broadly, the company gave selected partners access to use the model for defensive cybersecurity work. The goal was not consumer productivity. It was critical software security, finding flaws, strengthening infrastructure, and studying what happens when frontier models become capable cyber operators. By April 13th, independent evaluation sharpened the picture. The UK AI Security Institute reported major gains in capture the flag challenges and multi-step cyber attack simulations. The most important finding was not that Mythos could write code. It was that, under directed conditions, it could chain actions across complex attack paths and complete tasks that previously required expert human judgment. That changed the debate. The issue was no longer whether AI could assist cybersecurity teams. The issue was whether the same capability could scale offensive operations if placed in the wrong hands. Anthropic's own red team material made the concern concrete. Mythos Preview had demonstrated the ability to identify vulnerabilities and, in some scaffolded settings, turn them into working exploits with limited human intervention. This was why access stayed limited. Anthropic positioned Mythos Preview as too capable for ordinary release, while using controlled partnerships to test safeguards, deployment rules, and defensive use cases. The reaction spread beyond AI labs. Security researchers, enterprise leaders, and policy teams began treating Mythos as a signal that frontier AI had crossed into a new cybersecurity regime. On April 21st, those fears took concrete shape. Reports surfaced that an unauthorized group had obtained access to Mythos through a leaked credential pathway, prompting Anthropic to open an investigation and forcing the industry to confront how fragile gated access actually was. For enterprises, the lesson was uncomfortable. Legacy security assumptions were built around human-speed attackers. Mythos suggested a future where vulnerability discovery and exploitation could happen at machine speed. By late April, the debate had reached Washington. Reports said the White House opposed Anthropic's plan to expand Mythos access, warning that a model capable of finding and exploiting vulnerabilities could not be treated like an ordinary enterprise product. But the US government faced a contradiction. Mythos was risky to distribute, yet too strategically important to ignore. Reports suggested federal agencies were also looking for ways to gain access to the very capability they were trying to contain. On April 28th, that contradiction moved onto Capitol Hill. Anthropic and OpenAI privately briefed the House Homeland Security Committee on advanced cyber-capable models, signaling that frontier AI security had become a formal congressional concern, not just an executive one. Europe reached the same conclusion from the other side. Germany's Bundesbank urged EU authorities to request access to Mythos, arguing that banks could not defend against a new class of AI-enabled cyber threats without testing the model directly. Across the financial system, regulators began confronting an uncomfortable gap. A global survey found that many authorities lag behind the firms they oversee in AI adoption, raising the risk that supervision itself could become outdated. The concerns spread across Asia-Pacific. Australia's financial regulator warned that frontier AI systems like Mythos could create larger and faster cyber attacks, while Japan moved to coordinate banks, regulators, and cybersecurity officials through a dedicated financial task force. April 2026 did not prove that the age of human oversight was over. It proved something more precise. The age of agentic cybersecurity had arrived, and every institution now had to decide how to govern it.